a little bit confused about the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight on who to pick because everything contradicts itself, right? Right. Even down to, well, I'll start from the beginning. The reason why I would pick both and the reason why both counter out why I would pick both. I picked Errol for the bulldozer action. I picked Terrence Crawford for making it look like he's winning, making it undeniably look like he's winning even when he's behind. He has a canny ability to, even in his losses, look like he's winning in exchanges. The judges pick him every time. That's scary. But Terrence Crawford's bulldozer action, what I'm thinking is they'll cancel out each other. That level Crawford go to, where it's like, there's nothing he can do. He's just a boxer, like pure boxer. Like he'll get you, he'll train you mentally to fight on a level, and then he'll turn it up, and then he'll turn it back off. He'll turn it back off and make you think you're fighting this slow, steady pace fight, and he'll turn it up to some other dimension and just start speed blitzing you. Then he'll turn back down out of nowhere, just turn back down and rock you back to sleep in that ring. Only thing is about Errol, I don't know with that bulldozer action that he got, that straight coming forward press action. It don't matter what Crawford do because Crawford, his skills ain't gonna be able to bail him out. Them tricks ain't gonna be able to bail him out when somebody's constantly in his face pressing him nonstop. Sean Porter is a different kind of a press. Sean Porter is a press without skills. Sean Porter got an undeniable jab that rocks everybody. That hot back forward, jump up with that left hand pop, he gets everybody with that. The thing is, he can't do that nonstop. Errol has a non-stop in-your-face press action where them hands is coming flying and them mugs break oral boys. They break bones. They're hard-hitting blows. They ain't just point winners. They break you down. And when you get to that body, ooh, well, switch back over to Crawford. I don't see him being there for body shots. Errol has to flatten his feet out, and he takes a while to stationary himself to start going to the body. Crawford ain't going to be standing still, and he ain't going to be there for that. So, once again, Errol's canceled out as far as body blows go, but that bulldozer action cancels out anything Crawford can do as far as like tricks. Crawford is literally going to have to bang with Errol, and Errol's going to turn it to a dogfight. Now, God forbid Errol goes down with a well-timed punch because I don't think Crawford got the strength to just knock Errol down. If it's going to have to be a well-timed punch, a trick flash punch to take Errol down. God forbid that happen. If that happens and Errol get back up, I'm giving every round to Errol after that. Because that dog come out of Errol. Like I said, there's nothing Crawford can do when you got a bulldozer on your face, just canceling out everything and saying, you know what, we just dog fighting. Throw them hands. You know, I ain't seen one boxer yet make Errol work on his back leg and just bag up and run. Sean is more rough and rugged than Crawford. Crawford's more crafty. Crawford got them long arms, like he can scratch his knees standing up. He got them long monkey arms, kind of like mine. Like, it kind of like offsets you to your range. Because it's like, okay, well, usually when I pop a person, I can stand here and get away with it. With Crawford, he got them long arms. Just look at him when he stand up, like how they disproportion his body. That ain't going to work with Errol. Errol is right there in his face. I don't see Errol standing back boxing with Crawford unless he tries to pull the Mikey Garcia route and say, you know what, y'all doubt me, so I'm going to fight him like that. Because if we do, I really think that will be the one fight he would lose to try to box Crawford. I don't see him doing that. Especially with this aggression I hear coming out of his mouth. And this how he's talking about he's going to wash him. That means he's fighting his fight. That's the scary part about it. He's going to be in there fighting his fight. So I don't see Crawford doing nothing with that. But having to go to war with him. What dropped Crawford with the Mean Machine fight? Or who was that dropped Crawford? It was an accident. Was that Crawford put himself in a bad position? Or did dude knock him down? I don't know. I'm about to go check that. But Crawford got good legs. Errol's a bulldozer. There is no way to pick nobody in this fight. There is no way. Only thing I'm going off of is their mentality. Where Crawford wants a rematch clause and Errol's like, nah, ain't no rematch clause. That's telling me Errol's in between the two of their mentalities, Errol's the favorite. He seems like he's literally focused on taking Crawford out. And Crawford wants the rematch clause. Crawford wants more money. Crawford is doing this and that and this. I understand the money part, but the rematch clause part, I mean, it'll be nice for us. The fans will win, but it sounds like Errol's the most confident one in this. I don't know. They keep canceling each other out. And if Errol was to go down, I would rather him go down in the early round. Because then he cut that switch on. That, whoo, Errol a monster. 1 minute, it just looks like a normal fight. Then you'll go to the defendant's corner and you'll see his face all busted up and ask yourself, when did Errol do all that? It's been happening the whole fight. Every punch Errol land hurts. And Crawford don't. Crawford turns that strength on, that speed on and off to trick you. He'll tap you. He'll be training you to guard your body with light taps. And get a boxer confident. Wait a minute, I can go after this guy. He don't even hurt. And next thing you know, you done got hit by something that you ain't know was there. Errol ain't playing that game. I always link more towards Errol with the betting. But with Crawford, man, this is tricky. Whew. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Based off of what I said, they just keep canceling each other out. This is really a 50-50 fight. I can't even say it's more in Errol's favor because he's a natural welterweight. Because Crawford is just that skilled and his body dimensions make up for any of that. Oh, man. Jeez. I feel bad for anybody making a bet on this fight. I am, however, going to bet that Errol's going to go down with a well-timed punch. And I'm also going to bet every round after that on Errol. I just hope it's early that he goes down. That's what I'm saying. If he don't go down, cool. Because then, you know, like I said, that may be easier for a win for me. Not that I'm saying I'm 100% betting on Errol yet, but I'm leaning towards him still. This is a fight of mine I've been asking for since him and Floyd sparred in private. And I've been hearing about Errol. I've been always wanting to match him up with him and Crawford, but they wasn't there yet for people to start talking about them. But I was in the comments saying, watch this be the fight that it comes down to where everybody's going to be shocked. This is going to be the big fight. Watch what I tell y'all, and here it is. My fight. My fight. Back then, I'd have edged the Crawford. Not now. Nope. Can't do that. I don't know. I just don't know. Even with Sean Porter. His dad, look how Errol and Sean was like neck and neck in that fight, right? Busting each other up. Then all of a sudden, bam, out of nowhere, Errol really puts Sean down. Like head to head puts Sean down. Boom. Now Sean trained his ass off for that fight, and can't nobody tell me he didn't. Because in the Crawford fight, Sean's dad said he didn't train for this fight. So Crawford puts him down with well-placed punch, and that second time knockdown, you could tell Crawford was hitting Sean, and Sean just gave up and went down. So I give Crawford that first knockdown like I would give Errol his knockdown. That second knockdown just looked like Sean gave up and started punching the ground. And his dad did come out and say, well, he didn't train. So that second fight, I'm not going to really use that for who I'm going to bet on. So I can't even use Sean Porter to gauge the two of them because he didn't train for Crawford like he did for Errol. Sean was making it look like he was winning both of them fights, though. And then Crawford, I'm sorry, with that ability to make it look like he's winning even when he's losing. See, I saw through it. But a lot of people thought Crawford was winning that fight. I saw through that. I don't know. I can't use Sean. Who else did they fight? They both fight. All I know is Errol is the one cleaning up, going after all the belts. So he definitely is the A side. He got 3 belts to 1. He's up to 75% of that purse. Should be his. He has 3 of the 4 belts. So that would give Crawford a quarter and Errol 75 cents. That's how I look at it. Anyway, man, may the betting gods be with y'all on this one. But Crawford seems a little shook right now, and Errol seems just too confident. I'm still leaning towards Errol, but I am going to be betting on one of those rounds that Errol goes down. After that, he gets back up and he goes all the way, rocking Crawford and tearing Crawford up, making Crawford fight. It's going to get ugly in there. And Crawford's going to come out looking way worse than Errol. I just don't know which round Errol's going to go down in to know how many rounds to give Errol after that. Second video on this one, I can't give y'all a winner. I'm trying to keep my betting ratio up, you know. So far, I'm undefeated on the app. My money's just sitting there because I have to do 6 parlays before I can get my money back. 6 go-rounds, I mean, before I can get my money out of there. And I'm undefeated so far. Before I need 2 more wins to take my money off that app. I've won 4 straight. I'll get with y'all about who I pick closer to the fight. My birthday is September 30th, so hopefully they have it around that time. That'd be a nice little birthday gift for me. Let me know what y'all think, man. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Undefeated. And my record is too.